Hi, and welcome back to Willey Farms. I'm Donna Cavender. We're located just south of Odessa on Route 13, just north of Smyrna. You can check us out online at willeyfarms.com. Today's show, we want to keep you healthy. So we've got a segment that you've seen before that was very popular with Dr. Drew Chaz, and that's about joint care. A lot of good information there. And we also want to keep you healthy throughout the winter, and that involves lots of vitamin C and a lot of other things too. So Sarah and I did a segment on keeping you healthy with ginger and turmeric and all kinds of really good things, so you want to check that out as well. And we did a recipe because we like to do recipes, and that's potato pave, so check that out. We've got it all coming up, so stick around, it's all next. Well, hello, we've made our way here to the sampling station, and we do so many things here at the sampling station, and that includes talking with our new friend here. This is Dr. Drew Chaz from Camp Chiropractic. Thank you, Drew, for coming by. We really appreciate
having me, Donna.
Appreciate you coming by. And you'll notice I didn't call him doctor. It's because I've known him so long, he's still just Drew to me. So we want to talk today about anti-inflammatories, joint care, and arthritis. So you have a lot of information about the arthritis, and you were telling me that there's over 100 different kinds?
There's a lot of different types of arthritis. Primarily, we have osteoarthritis, which is one of the most common.
You hear about that all the time.
Absolutely. So we want to talk about a lot of the different things you offer here and what we could do to maybe help as far as joint care.
Okay. Can we start maybe with leafy greens? Everybody needs to have as many leafy greens as they possibly can.
Absolutely. The more you're eating any fresh vegetables and fruits, it's going to help you as far as antioxidants. Some of the high ones are such as goji cherries and also the blueberries.
I hear that blueberries are like the superfood.
They are. They have a lot of antioxidants in them. So we did a little demonstration here between an apple. And what happens is everybody's heard the word antioxidants, but they don't necessarily know what it means.
Right.
When you cut an apple, often it'll turn brown pretty quickly. Now, a fresh apple, when it's first cut, looks normal and looks really enjoyable to eat.
Right.
So what I tried to demonstrate here is as the oxygen approaches the apple, it's going to change the color. And that's what an antioxidant is going to reverse in your body. It's going to not allow your body to break down as quickly.
Okay.
So it helps with joint health, and it helps with the membrane of those joints.
And that's what people put the lemon juice on the apple.
Yep,
or
to preserve it a little bit more.
And
that's the vitamin C and vitamin E that you get from that.
Okay, all right. And all those other vitamins available in a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. And we've got quite a selection here. I know that there's lycopene in the tomatoes, which is good for you, and turmeric.
Turmeric is really great. You can find between roots, herbs, and you can see that you have ginger here and some turmeric in dark chocolate. You can find a lot of benefits, again, from that antioxidant.
From the antioxidants, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got, this is ginger. And you can put fresh grated ginger in your recipes, and then this is the turmeric right here. And we have that here. We also have a lot of other things, other supplements, and wanted to show you some of we have turmeric, speaking of it. We have turmeric tea.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a wall of tea, and you would be surprised at so much tea on there. And we've got the turmeric, and cinnamon is good for you.
Absolutely. And also, if you look a little further, you have the chondroitins and the omegas, and they're really important too. Now, I would always tell anybody who's going to take any supplements to always ask their healthcare provider any suggestions beforehand.
Sure.
But again, chondroitins, they were going to help with synovial fluid within the joints, and some joints, it's going to definitely benefit breakdown over time. This does have a derivative of shellfish, so you have to be careful with that.
Oh, okay.
And that's why you want to consult your healthcare provider.
Okay, and I have taken glucosamine, and it did help because I have terrible knees. I inherited terrible knees from my mother, so so that's how that goes. You hear a lot about the tart cherry juice.
Absolutely. Again, same thing. The antioxidants end up becoming vital not only to joint survival, but also enhancing any degeneration through cells.
Okay.
So you can get a lot from there. Even extra
the olive oil,
some nuts, flaxseed are also great.
And the oatmeal.
Absolutely.
Oatmeal, good for your cholesterol too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you can look at to take care of your joint care. And of course, Drew, you promote the health of chiropractic care.
Absolutely. There's a lot of components. I mean, nutrition is a big part of it, but we worry about joint mobility and also having a clear mind. So coming to Willey's is a great opportunity not only to walk around and get all these essential fruits and vegetables,
Right.
But you can also, planting a garden is going to be helpful as far as mobility.
Sure.
We at our office focus on spinal hygiene, and we think it's important to include good nutrition as well as good exercise. Okay, because weight becomes a big component in this.
Oh, right.
So the healthier we're eating, we're not putting a lot of stress on our joints, so that becomes vitally important as well.
Do I understand it that for every 10 pounds of weight, it's like 100 pounds of pressure on your knees and joints? I mean, I don't know, don't quote me on that, but I know that it's really bad. I mean, you need to, and I know I need to do it too. You need to keep your weight down so that you don't have that pressure on your joints, and it just makes it worse.
And ergonomic and posture becomes a key point to that as well, and that's why people now have a lot of sedentary lifestyles, so we want to keep them moving.
Keep them moving. All right, so you heard him. Keep moving, eat your greens, try to some of these other things that might help you out, and keeping your lifestyle very full and doing whatever you want, whenever you want, for as long as you can. Because that's what it's all about. Drew, thank you very much.
Thanks for
Dr.
having
Drew
us, Donna.
Chaz from Camp Chiropractic. Thank you.
Thank you.
A big thank you to Dr. Drew Chaz for teaching us all how to take care of our joints, because it's really, really important. So thank you, Drew, for all that great information. Now, the next segment that we did during Irish Month. So we had some potato recipes that we had, and one in particular that I really liked was the potato pave. So let's join in and find out how to make that delicious dish. Well, let's let this continue to cook, and then we've got another dish because of the Irish and potatoes.
Yes.
So we have a really special potato dish that we want to show everybody,
But
right?
it's French.
It's French, but it's potatoes, so we'll take it.
Okay.
All right, we're going to show you that right now. Recipe number 2. This is a potato recipe, and it's not really Irish, it's French, but it uses potatoes, which is the Irish connection,
Yes.
and it's called
Potato pave.
potato pave. All right, what do we do?
First, we're going to pour our heavy cream. It's about 1.25 cups of heavy cream.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw in a half a knob of thyme.
Wow, just throw it in there.
I'm
Just like
throwing it
that.
in there. Throw
Wow.
the whole thing in there.
Okay.
Because basically we just want the aromatic. We want that flavor to go into our heavy cream.
Okay.
And we're going to be taking it out and then discarding that thyme.
Okay.
1 crushed garlic, have it in there. That's going to be seeping on low.
Okay.
While that is doing its thing,
Okay.
we're going to be paving
Oh,
our
wow.
potatoes. We're
Oh,
going to be placing.
pave. That's French for paver, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to be overlapping the white potato.
Overlapping the white potatoes. Those are really thin.
Aren't they beautiful?
They are.
You can use a mandolin, which is what we used,
Okay.
to shave off that potato real
Okay.
skinny, like a potato chip.
Yeah, I was going to say
Or if
that.
you have a really good knife,
Okay,
that
okay.
would work too. Now I like to put 2-ply
okay.
on the potatoes.
Two layers of the white potato.
Yes,
Okay.
and your favorite cheese. I'm using Gruyere cheese, but you
Oh,
can use
nice.
American cheese, mozzarella, whatever
Okay.
cheese you like. Swiss. I put a little bit of Gruyere cheese on top.
All right.
A little bit of salt and pepper. Not
So
on
it's
every layer,
A layering effect.
just a layering effect.
Okay. Salt, pepper.
Most paves you just see with white potatoes, but I like to use white potatoes and sweet potatoes.
Oh, okay.
So I just layer
Oh,
that.
it's so pretty.
It's beautiful, and it's really beautiful when it's done.
Okay.
So I just kind of keep doing this layering.
All right.
And I usually put 3 layers of the sweet potatoes because they do tend to shrink.
Oh, okay.
So
And
I'll
sweet
put-
potatoes are really, really good for you too. So that makes the dish extra special.
It does. And,
Okay.
and it is a special dish. You see this a lot at Thanksgiving and special holidays and
All right.
things. So another layer of the Gruyere cheese.
Okay.
No salt and pepper this time.
Okay.
It's going to be every few layers. 'Cause
I see.
we don't need a lot
yeah,
of salt.
you
The
don't.
cheese
You don't
has
want
salt.
too much. Right. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So then,
white
when you
potato.
get all that layered in,
Mm-hmm.
then what happens?
We're going to use our cream that we have here, the heavy cream and thyme mixture. I'll take that thyme out, put it aside, and then pour that over top of
Over
my
top
casserole
of it.
dish.
Over top of that.
Put it in a preheated 375 oven.
Okay.
For
pretty,
1 hour.
Pretty hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour.
Okay.
It absolutely needs 1 hour.
And so all of the flavors of the potato, the white potato, the sweet potato, the Gruyere cheese,
Yes.
just kind of all melts together.
Yes.
And I think we have something that's already done,
we
don't
do.
we?
We do.
All right.
It's here. It's ready.
Let's go get that and bring that in. It's beautiful.
Those are-
Look at that.
Those are our pavers.
Those are
cobblestones.
the cobblestones, the pavers, right. That's the potato pave with
One for you.
with alternating.
This is an alternating Yukon Gold and sweet potato
Okay. With the cheese inside.
with the Gruyere cheese.
Wow. That's nice. And the sweet potato flavor, just really, that's nice. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Potato pave.
Potato pave.
Very easy, and we'll have it on the website if you'd like the recipe.
Yes.
And we need to try the bubble
Yes.
and squeak too, don't we?
Yes.
It's been cooking over here.
It's just about ready. I should have
I
turned
think
it
so.
over, but
Yeah.
we just don't
Well,
have time for that.
We don't care. We're going to eat right out of the pan.
Yep. Old school.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, we got you covered. 2 great recipes. We hope you try them out. I forgot how good that recipe was. I'm going to have to try that again, a little potato pave. All right, let's move on to our theme of the show, actually, and that's keeping you healthy. We've got a brand new segment for you. Sarah and I got together, and we're talking about honey. We're talking about other herbs and spices that you can use to keep yourself healthy all throughout the winter. So let's check out that with Sarah and I, and we threw in some tea in there too. It's delicious. Hi, staying healthy. It's an age-old problem, and Sarah and I decided that we might try and help you out and help ourselves out as well.
Ourselves.
Because because no matter who you are, every once in a while you get a little sniffle, you get a sore throat. What to do? There's lots out there, and there's lots of natural out there. So that's what we want to talk about. Sarah, thank you for helping me out with this. We're going to talk about a number of things, as you see. Where are we going to start? We're going to start with
We're going to start right over here with echinacea.
echinacea, a word that I've heard quite a bit, and probably our viewers have probably heard it, but they don't know exactly what it is or what it
Right.
does. So let's try and enlighten them.
So echinacea is also, it's a Native American plant. It's also called, you may know it as the purple cone flower. It grows around in our area. It's also good for butterfly gardens. But the early Americans realized that it was good for medicinal purposes.
They were very good at figuring that sort of thing out.
Yes.
Yeah, the Native Americans. And we also want to remind people that the coneflower, where it comes from, we have in our greenhouse in season as well.
We do.
Yes,
right.
they can plant it in their garden.
So, but the herbalist, they will dry the plant, and you can use all parts of the plant, from the root to the leaves, to the flowers, the seeds. And when it's turned into a purpose for boosting your immune health, it comes in, my favorite would be like a lozenger.
Okay.
It's blended into the herbal extracts. Echinacea is included in some children's formulas. It's included, there's blends and there's plano echinacea in the herb farm tinctures. And then you can also get it in capsule form. And then the easiest way is to enjoy it in a tea.
That's what I've heard most often from people that I know that use echinacea. They use the tea, and there are different forms of teas too.
Right. And then my go-to method is to take 2 bags of echinacea tea, steep it for 15 minutes covered, and then if I'm not feeling well, that's what I use.
So it's extra strong because it's
It's
got
extra
the 2 bags
strong.
in there. Okay.
Gives it
All
like
right.
a therapeutic value.
And what do we have here? These are supplements,
Those are supplements, capsules.
capsules that you can take as well. That's echinacea golden seal, the extract, and
that's just echinacea.
just echinacea. Okay, so there's lots of different ways that you can get this into your body, and it's really good for you. It's really good for you. It's an anti-inflammatory, and let's face it, inflammation causes an awful lot of trouble throughout your entire body, not just joints, but other ailments as well are caused because of inflammation.
inflammation.
So it's an anti-inflammatory, and that's really, really good.
And most people are coming in, they're using it for the upper respiratory support.
Yes, right,
So
right.
for
When they
cold
get that
and
cold.
flu.
But even if you don't have a cold, I'm told that echinacea is good for calming you down. If you have anxiety or depression, that it helps with that as well.
It helps with that as well.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And if you have an infection, there are creams, echinacea creams that are available that you can use on
Just
infections.
topically on your skin.
Yeah, just topically on your skin, and that helps out as well. So echinacea, a great thing to have in your arsenal for colds.
winter immune
Yeah,
support.
there we go. Okay, now I have seen you drink this before.
It's so good.
You love the kombucha.
I love it.
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
So tell us about the kombucha. We have some, looks like these would be cold drinks. And then we also, again, more tea.
So kombucha is a fermented drink made from green or black tea.
Okay. Oh, it's tea-based,
It's tea-based.
but fermented.
It's fermented.
Okay.
You use a bacteria and yeast culture, and you'll let it sit for 7 to 30 days, depending on the desired flavor that you would like.
Okay.
The,
Do some people make their own kombucha?
yes, you can make
Okay.
your own.
All right.
The kombucha brewers will then take it and blend it with other flavors. So you can have a fruit flavored, you could have a spicy flavor.
Okay.
My favorite is the one with ginger. I think this
Ginger?
is the one.
Uh-huh.
Not that one.
Nope.
Which
nope.
one? Did we bring it? Okay,
There it
gingerade.
is.
This one's my
Gingerade.
favorite. It has a little bit of a spicy flavor to it.
Okay. And that's the cultures you were talking about. That's why there's
Right. If you
see-
see at the bottom, there's like a sediment.
sediment.
Yeah, and that's just the byproduct, and it's usually yeast,
Oh, okay.
and you can still drink that.
Okay.
So-
So would you normally shake it up before you would drink it?
No, you're going to swirl it gently
Oh.
because it has natural carbonation. And if you shake it, and open it, it's going to explode like a soda.
Oh,
So,
good to know.
no,
Okay.
just swirl it gently.
Swirl it.
Take off the lid slowly.
Okay.
And then if you're not going to drink it right away, you'll store it in the refrigerator
Okay.
because otherwise it'll continue to grow. It's a living product.
Oh,
And then the flavor's going to change.
interesting. Okay. And so these are the cold drinks, and then we also have the tea as well.
Some tea with
This
some
one
dried
happens to
kombucha.
be decaf, which I would have to have because I'm not supposed to have caffeinated drinks. And this is the green tea, the regular kombucha. So whichever way, if you need decaf, we have that for you too. So
Yeah. Now,
And-
if you were to find a little jelly-like thing in this drink, that's just the culture.
it's
still growing.
It's an extra prize that
It's
you
an
get.
extra prize,
Okay,
right.
so there's lots of vitamin B and vitamin C in here that I understand. And I was also doing some research on this. Now, I've talked about this before. I have bad knees, arthritis in my knees. And many years ago, before I had the operation, I used to take lots of glucosamine and chondroitin. And apparently, kombucha has naturally occurring glucosamine in it.
Okay.
So,
Didn't know that.
yeah, so there you go, on top of everything else that you've already talked about.
It's got a lot of probiotics, and people like to have it daily to improve their gut health.
Yeah, and
Because
that's
when
so
your
important.
guts improve, your digestion's improved, your nutrient uptake is improved.
So it
all
hits a
your body
lot of
functions,
the
yes.
the details that you need. Okay, and it also has lots of antioxidants that we hear a lot. That word we hear a lot about as well. Also, really, really good for you. So, okay, so we've got echinacea and we've got kombucha, and now we're moving on. Now, I had heard of both of those, but I had never until like a week ago heard of Manuka honey.
Yeah.
Manuka honey.
That's
so
that's a
neat.
newcomer in our store here.
Yeah, and again, it comes in a variety of products. This is the jar, the Manuka honey jar, and it is very specific that it comes from New Zealand, one of my favorite parts of the world, New Zealand and Australia. And so we have the honey itself. Then we have these little honey sticks, which are pretty cool. So we've got the honey sticks, and then these, which are the lozenges. Again, you can just pop it in your mouth. And this one has strawberry flavor. And, whoops, and then we have, lemon and honey, the old standby, and original. Okay, so there's these, and then these lozenges, these lollipops. You got lollipops
those are kids' lollipops, but I've had one.
Well, you're a kid at heart anyway, right?
They're very good. So the honey could be used topically for like burns, insect bites,
healing,
little skin infections.
Right.
You can even use it in your beauty routine if you want, for clearer skin, fighting blemishes.
And again, this is kind of going back to nature. We kind of got away from nature and got into all the synthetic things to cure whatever you had wrong with you. But now we're getting back to the natural. And now I know about Manuka honey, which is really, really cool.
Which you could use any honey to soothe your throat for a cold.
True. Yes.
To soothe your digestive tract. You can even use regular honey on an insect bite. But this honey is a little higher in the enzymatic properties.
Right. It has a combination of 3 enzymes in it. I was doing the research. And these 3 enzymes are a little bit more intense than other honeys. And so that's why it's so particularly good for healing and good for your health, the Manuka honey. So,
okay.
Delicious honey. Okay, now and in a lot of these products that are combination products, there's echinacea, there's the kombucha, and there's the honey. And a lot of the products also include ginger. As you can see, ginger. These are all the different types of ginger products.
Ginger is from one end of the store to the other.
Yeah.
It's just a wonderful spice, a wonderful ingredient. It blends well with other flavors. It can be, as you see, we're in candy, dressings.
Yeah.
We're in tea. We're in capsule form. We're in soup, herbal extract, and of course fresh.
Right. And it all started, we probably all have remembered our moms when we were little, and Mom, I have an upset stomach. Well, let's get you some ginger ale. And that calmed your stomach down. And so we've just kind of started there and gone from there, because it not only will help you with your upset stomach, but it's also good for your immune system as well. And that's all about staying healthy. If your immune system is stronger, then you should be pretty good. Also, the same with the upset stomach, it also helps with digestion too, which is a good thing. And there's lots of different types of ginger. There's the raw ginger, which is this right here.
Right.
And then from this, they make the essential oil. Then you have the tea, which we have all the different tea. And then if you grind this up, you get the ginger powder. So each one of those things is used differently in the different products. And one thing that I wanted to, if you do get raw ginger and you're going to use that in a recipe, there are different ways that you can get this papery peel off. But if you use a knife or a peeler, you're going to waste some of that ginger. So you told me about this.
Yeah.
You take regular spoon, there's your ginger, and you just take that and you scrape it. And that papery comes right off, and it doesn't waste all that extra, and there's your ginger right there. So you just take that off. And then if you're using it in a recipe, sometimes recipes will call for slicing it, and then you just use a knife and slice it up. Or you can use a microplaner or a grater and just put it over there and grate it up. But this way, you don't waste any of the ginger. Because,
And you can use the ginger can be cooked up in recipes like stir fries.
Oh yes.
Or you can clean it up and use it raw in your juice or your smoothies,
Yeah,
or
that's
shaved
the-
into a salad.
That's the cool thing about ginger. You can put it in just about anything, and it's going to make it taste that much better, and it's going to be really, really good for you. Even salads. We've got the salad dressings here, our Drew's salad dressings that we have. This one happens to be sesame ginger, and also this is the mushroom, so shiitake ginger dressings. So that would be great on your salad. And this is from the Bragg people, Bragg's, and they're the ones that have the awesome apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
But this one is ginger and sesame dressing and marinade. So something that you could marinate your chicken or fish or something like that. Here's one of the ground ginger that you can put in the different recipes. And again, if you just, like, I don't want to bother with a recipe, I don't want to bother with this, you just pick up one of these and you take a pill.
Right, or your squeeze bottle. If you don't want to grate it into your recipe, you can just squeeze out your teaspoon or so.
Oh, this is just like that they have garlic.
Yes.
They have garlic in the little jars in the squeeze bottles. It's all prepared
It's all
for
prepared.
you. And you just squeeze it in. That's awesome. Squeezed ginger. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Squeezed ginger. That works as well. Awesome. We've got all these up here. These are things that you can carry and take with you.
And Donna, I think the most popular one at our store
Okay.
is probably this one,
Okay.
the Gin candy. It's a little hard candy. And when people come in with, they're complaining of motion sickness or just a sick stomach, maybe due to chemotherapy or pregnancy, or that's the way they are. They have an upset stomach frequently. They suck on the ginger candy and it makes them feel better.
And some people use this as well, the crystallized ginger.
You can suck on that also for the...
And helps your upset stomach.
Yes.
Very good. And as we were going around getting all the different products that we have available here at the store, we found this one. I said, ooh, I didn't know we had this. What's better than this? You
Chocolate.
got really good ginger that's really good for you, and dark chocolate.
So, can't beat it.
You can't beat that. That's awesome. All right. Well, I think we have covered just about everything. We've got teas for all the different ones. So I made us some tea here, Sarah, and we did the, again, sounds delicious, mango ginger tea. So we made a little cup of tea here. It's lovely.
It smells
So now-
delightful.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Smells very good. Okay,
It smells
so
really good.
cheers to us and better health.
And better health.
Thank you,
Winter and
Sarah.
health. Not bad.
Well, there you are. A lot of great ideas on how to stay healthy all winter long and all year long, too. And a little recipe in there that we hope that you'll try. Thanks for watching here at Willey Farms. We're really easy to find. Route 13, just north of Smyrna, just south of Odessa, and it's easy if you're coming off of Route 1 as well. We want to invite you to stop by and see all the great things that we have here. We are a destination, so when you come, make sure you have a little bit of time that you can browse around, and you can see things like this wall up front here that has all kinds of great pickled items. It's got jams, jellies, and sauces. We've got a wall of tea. You're going to have to stop by and see it all, okay? We hope that you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.